So, good day everyone. I am Hasmia A. Lantoy, and this is my assigned topic, Evolution of Taxation in Philippines. So, before we start, we discuss some brief history of taxation in Philippines. Paano nga ba nagsimula ang taxation o buwis? Ang konsepto ng taxation, sinasabing sadyang nagsimula mula sa pananakop ng mga banyaga. Subalit ay una nang pinatupad ng ating mga ninuno upang sila ay mabigyan ng proteksyon ng mga dato or pinuno ng komunidad. Tinatawag itong buwis. Maliban sa mga dato, lahat ay kinakailangan magbayad ng buwis. Noon pa man ay pinaparusahan na ang hindi pagbabayad ng buwis. So, before we start again, what is tax? Taxation, it is a collection of the share of individuals and organizational income by a government under the authority of law. So, sa taxation naman, physically mean, ito yung pangongolekta ng gobyerno sa bawat individual or organisasyon. So, next, purpose and significance tax. Primarily sources generates funds or revenues used to defray expenses incurred by the government in promoting the general welfare of its citizenry, public expenditure. Other purposes to equitably contribute to the wealth of the nation. So dito naman, what is purpose and significance tax? So, ang purpose naman nito is para sa government expense, which is para sa pagpapasweldo and pagpapaganda ng isang komunidad. Next, history of taxes in Philippines. So, for the colony, several taxes and monopolies were established. The buwis or the tribute, which could be paid in cash or kind, with tobacco, chickens, produce, gold, blankets, cotton, rice, or other products depending on the region of the country. Also, there was a bandala from the Tagalog word mandala, a round stock of rice stalks to be dressed, an annual for sale requisitioning of goods such as rice. So, gaya sa unang nabanggit ko sa part ng aking video is tungkol ito sa pagbabayaran ng tax sa unang panahon. Tulad ng mga nabanggit na bagay, which is the tobacco and the chicken or etc. Next, taxation in Spanish Philippines. When Spaniards came, they started to collect tributos o tributes, which is sa Tagalog is ambag. So meron itong sa tributes na ito is merong tatlong taxes na binabayaran ang mga Pilipino. Which is number 1 is yung santronom, was a tax in amount of 3 realces. These were required for the cause of Christianization, including the construction of the churches and the purchase of materials of religious celebrations. So, sa sanctorum naman na to, ang unang tawag nila sa pera is reales. So, sa pangalawa namin is donativo, was a tax in amount of the half real for the military campaign of the government against the Muslims. In the later years, however, the amount collected from donativo was almost exclusively used for the Spanish fort in Zamboanga. Pangatlo is servicio de personal. Follower servicio is the forced labor for 40 days of men ranging from 16 to 60 years of age who were obligated to give personal services to community projects. One could be exempted from polo by paying the fala, corruption of the Spanish palta, meaning absence, a daily fine of 1.5 real. So dito naman sa serbisyo personal, sa taxes na ito, ito yung ang hindi kaya magbayad ay sa pilitang pinapagtrabaho ng 40 days bilang community service. Next. 16th century Manila-Acapulco trade, the galleon trade. The Spanish government continued trade relations with the other countries, and Manila is become a center of commerce. China, Japan, India, Cambodia, Borneo. So, dito naman sa 16th, the galleon trade, dito ay maraming tao ang nagtatrabaho ng sapilitan dahil hindi makapagbayad ng mga taxes. So, next is the cedula. The cedula was the first implemented as a 19th century tax reform in the Philippines during the Spanish rule. After the tribute system or head tax to Spain was abolished, the cedula was issued to all Filipinos upon payment of the residence tax. In 1896, Katipuneros led by Andres Bonifacio tore off their cedulas in defiance of Spanish rule in Balintawak. It was what is now known as the Cry of Fugadlawin that signaled the beginning of the Philippines Revolution. So, dito naman sa cedula is matapos ang tributos, ini-issuean ng lahat ng mga Pilipino ng cedula para patunay ito sa pagbabayad nito ng buwis. In 1896, at sa pamumuno ni Andres Bonifacio, pinunit nila ang sedula upang labanan ang pamumuno ng mga Spanish, at dito na nagsimula ang Philippine Revolution. Mariano Herbosa, 1852-1889. He was a brother-in-law of Jose Rizal, husband of Lucia Rizal, sister of Jose Rizal. So, Mariano Herbosa writes to Jose Rizal about taxes. What they call irrigated rice land, even if it has no water, we must pay a tax of 50 cabanes of palay, and the land with 6 cabanes of seed pay 5 pesos in cash. Even if the agreed amount in 30 pesos per land with 6 cabanes of seed. If they see the harvest is good, they increase the tax, but they don't decrease it. If the harvest is poor, there is a land whom tax is 25 pesos or 20 pesos according to custom. The most troublesome are the residential lots in town. There are no fixed rules that is followed, only their whim. Hence, even if it is only one span in size, if a stone wall is added 50 pesos must be paid. The lowest being 20 pesos, but Nifa or Kogon houses pays only 1 peso. An area of the 10 Patam Square. Another feature of this system is that on the day you accept the conditions, the contract will be written which cannot be changed for 4 years. But the tax increase every year. The tax on palay is separate from the tax of maize, mango, or garlic. Since July, no one buys sugar, and which is what regret here. The governor gave 50 pesos to pay the catchers of locusts. But when they took them to the town hall, they paid 25 cents of caban and a half. And it seems that the locusts are not decreasing. True, the governor has not sent any more money. The people have not stopped catching them. That's all. Thank you.